Hello everyone, this is Kay in the Collective Soul Tarot. We're back for another What Do They Want to Say to Me Right Now installment tarot reading. Okay, so I've put two other decks together. They're big decks, so there's a lot of cards. But I like mixing it up because otherwise we could end up with the same messages over and over again. And if they're good messages, that's great. But if they're not good messages, then you kind of want to put some separation between them. Okay, so we're going to start with Aquarius, but it is a timeless reading. We're going to do all of the 12 zodiacs, and it is April the 3rd, Wednesday, 2024. But again, like I said, it's a timeless reading, and it's not that easy to shuffle two great big decks, but we are using the Divinely Guided Messages of Love and Charming Oracle Secret Love Messages deck. So, Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, thank you for being here with me and enveloping me with your beautiful angelic wings of light, love, and protection and guidance. Will you help our viewers realize what their person of interest would like to say to them right now? Now, this is a snippet of time, just a snapshot of time today. So whatever it is that they want to say to you right now, it's going to depend on where they're at in their life, how they're feeling today. You know, really, our mood does dictate a lot. So maybe they're feeling good. They got up on the right side of the bed and things have just been going pretty smoothly. So they're going to be thinking positively about their connection with you, or the vice versa, you know, whichever works. So whatever you see today, it may change on Friday. It's Wednesday and we did this on Monday, so you might want to check back to if you took screenshots or go back to the video and watch it again to see how it's consistent the messages are for you. And also there's the Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising and North Node placements. So if you have different zodiac signs in any one of those placements on your birth chart, then you can look at 5 different zodiacs messages from your person of interest and see how it could be telling a story, or it could be contradictive or consistent. If it's too confusing, you can always, like I say, come back on Friday and check in with your signs then, with your person of interest. Okay, all right, so let's get going. So screenshot if you want to. Okay, Aquarius. What do we have, Archangel Michael, for Aquarius? I have a lot of insecurities that are holding me back from reaching out to you. I'm working on myself to become more confident. Well, okay, he or she is working on whatever it takes. Hope, I haven't given up on us yet. So that's 2 beautiful messages right there. So that should bring some optimism to you. They have insecurities, but you know, they're still working on themselves, and they still have their outlook is to make sure that the two of you, you know, they're not giving up on each other, that they don't want to give up on you, and they hope you don't give up on them. Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, for Pisces, Archangel Michael, what would their person of interest like to say to Pisces right now, today? We have reminiscing. I miss our inside jokes. Oh, fun and lovely. Felt like this one. Forgiveness. I'm struggling to get over the past. So it looks like, Pisces, you might have pushed somebody away in some way. In some way, you've possibly pushed somebody away. And they're hurt. They're hurt, but they really dig you. They really, really dig you. They have happy memories of having good, happy times with you. And they're trying to get over what happened between the two of you in the past, whether it's recent or a long time ago. Or Pisces, you want them in your life. You have a great time with them. They know that. They're reminiscing about that. But they have a past that's interfering with the two of you coming together in a way that you can stay together, and they're not going to mess it up because they're still hanging on to something from the past that has nothing to do with you. Okay, all right. Ooh. We have Aries. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, what can we know about Aries POI? What would their person of interest want to say to them right now? Escape. I left when things got hard. Okay. Oh, we got two. I'm feeling so jealous because you are special to me and I want you all to myself. But they left. I'm coming back to you, okay, when I'm ready to give you the love you deserve. Okay. They left when I guess they felt like they were expected. They were expecting themselves to commit, or they felt you expected them to commit to this relationship, this connection. And it just got to be too much for them, too hard. Maybe just trying to have a connection with you, where Aries, they felt like it was just too difficult, that maybe you were resistant to it, kind of thing. But, you know, since you two aren't together, they think about you a lot, and then they get jealous because they don't want you to be with somebody else, even though they left. But they are telling you that they're coming back to you when they're ready. They want to be that person that's going to be able to love you in the way that you need them to love you. Okay, so there's different ways that you can look at this, but you have a look at these messages and see what most resonates for you, if it does or doesn't. Make your own story from what you know already and feel intuitively, is what this message is trying to tell you from your person of interest. Okay, so now we're looking at Taurus's person of interest message, Archangel Michael. Please and thank you. Okay. Damage. We are both hurting from this. Okay. I miss you so much. I want to see you soon. Okay. They feel in pain from the separation, the two of you not together. It could be that you said something to them that you didn't mean anything to hurt them, but they took it that way. And that for that reason, they're not responding to you, or they're not showing back up in your life. And, you know, truth be known, it hurts them very much not to be in your life, but they're not telling you that. Except for now. They're not telling you that physically. But they, you know, the truth is they miss you and they want to see you soon. So it looks like the hurt is so much, or the distance or the void of not having you in their life, you both not being connected anymore, that they want to put an end to that. They want to see you. Okay, well, that's beautiful, guys. I hope that happens for you soon. Gemini. What's Gemini's person of interest, Archangel Michael? What do they want to say to Gemini right now, today? Trying to get these all mixed in there. Okay. I wish I could be brave and tell you that I still love you and that I do want you in my life forever. So they got to find the courage to do that. My family and friends do not approve of our relationship. They do not understand this connection. I know I will have to stand up for this love. Wow. Okay. There's where they're challenged with that. They rely on the approval and the acceptance of their family and friends. It's important to them that their family and friends are okay with whoever it is they decide to be with. Take that how it resonates for you. But they do want you in your life, but they're going to have to try and overcome that. And the only way to do that really is to live your truth. They need to live his or her truth. They need to live it irregardless of what other people have to say and what they expect. All right, so hopefully they're working on that for you both. Okay, Cancer. What does Cancer's POI want to say? Jeez. What does Cancer's POI want to say? Cancer. What do they want to say? Come on, get down with it. Okay. I'm trying, guys. Oh, we got some messages. Oh, we got lots of messages, Cancer. You lucky ducky. Okay. I don't even have to pull any. Wow. Dishonesty. I ended it because I had other things going on that needed my attention. They're feeling broken and shattered without you in their life. They have secrets that they haven't told you everything. Other people in the past have used and abused me. That is why I'm careful now and keep my distance. Wow. I wish we could just run away together to a place without all this drama. Reciprocating. I want to have equal give and take. I guess they weren't feeling that that's what the relationships were like before. I have nothing to offer you except my love. I just don't know if that will be enough. I feel unworthy and very insecure. That speaks it all right there. Well, you know, they've been dishonest. They have secrets, but they're feeling broken, like regretful and remorseful about it. So knowing that they haven't been true and authentic with you, they ended the situation because it was easier for them to end it and place their focus, their mind, you know, on something else. And their excuse would be it's because other people have used and abused them. It's probably very, very true for them, but they're using it like as a way to, you know, that's their truth, right? It's like kind of getting a diagnosis of whatever it could be. And okay, let's say it's diagnosis of let me see, conduct disorder, and that's usually just for kids, because I don't want to offend any adult here, but for kids, conduct disorder. So the kid realized he or she's been diagnosed with conduct disorder. Okay, well, I have conduct issues, probably in school, you know, if not at home, of course, too. So therefore, because I'm said to have conduct issues, then therefore I'll just keep having, you know, I'll keep behaving badly because that's my excuse. I have conduct issues. And everybody knows that now. So that kind of excuses me to be able to continue behaving in that way. Okay, so that's kind of like what I'm talking about. They use it as a branding, like this is the reason for. All right, instead of healing. I wish we could just run away together. Well, that's, you know, trying to avoid, right? But they have issues with, they probably were very, very giving in other relationships, and they didn't feel like they got back what they needed. And then the bottom line is they feel like they have nothing to offer you, Cancer. And they just don't know if the love they have for you is going to be enough, and they feel very unworthy and insecure as a result of all of these thoughts and excuses, right? Oh, I feel for you, Cancer. That's a difficult one. Come back Friday for sure, okay? Leo. Archangel Michael, what do we have for Leo? Boy, Cancer's person of interest really had a lot to say. Okay, so at least the truth is coming out. You're getting to know what's really going on, why you haven't heard from them, or why they are avoiding you, or why they just don't really, you know, they talk about current events instead of, you know, important things. Leo. From the very first moment that I looked into your eyes, I knew that we belonged together like yin and yang. Wow, that's beautiful, Leo. I'm going through a difficult time right now. I'm healing my issues and slowly becoming the person you deserve. I want to do this right. That is why I'm taking my time. So now you have a reason why you haven't been hearing from them, or they're not coming over, whatever the situation is. But they do see you as being the one, Leo. Like the two of you fit together like hand in glove. That's the way they look at you. So that's absolutely gorgeous, and it's then kind of worth waiting for, especially when you know that. If they just tell you in person, like tell you physically, that would just like, wow, that would really solidify the reason why it would be worthwhile waiting, right? Possibly. Okay, let's see what Virgo's person of interest has to say. Get in there. Just get in there. Yeah, that's right. You just get in there. All right, here we go. Virgo. I have nothing to offer you except my love. I just don't know if that will be enough. I feel unworthy and very insecure. Wow, that's weird. So possibly Virgo, whoever it was for, was it Cancer? Yeah, it was Cancer. So one of your zodiac sign placements in your sun, moon, Venus, or rising, which is ascending on the birth chart, says ascending instead of rising, and your north node, which is your purpose in life. Maybe you have the sign of Cancer in your, your chart, if it's not your sun sign, and vice versa. If your Cancer is your sun sign, maybe you got Virgo in your birth chart. So then this message is coming out, and it means something it says something very important to you, because both the Cancer and Virgo are on your birth chart. Okay, good. Okay. So, well, all right, let's see. What's the second one? I really wonder if you still think about me the way that I'm still thinking about you. Well, so they have a lot of hang-ups, right? We've seen that with all those cards. They have a lot of hang-ups, past relationship hang-ups, just their own thinking about how unworthy they are. Maybe they don't make enough money or whatever. Excuse me. Just having a drink. But yeah, on top of this, they really wonder, because when someone feels that unworthy, inferior, or whatever it is, low self-esteem, when it comes to another person that they care deeply for, love possibly, right? They have this self-talk. They're talking to themselves and saying that they're just not good enough. Really, I really wonder if you still think about me the way that I'm still thinking about you. They have very fond thoughts of you, and they just, they hope that you would feel that way about them, but in a sense, they really don't want to know, because they're afraid that you don't. So you could help them understand that if you feel that that's the right thing for you to do. Don't if it doesn't. They have to work through their problems, and you're not the one who's supposed to be the problem solver for them, okay? They need to be their own problem solver by going within. That's where all the problems, but the hurts and the ouches get solved through a direct connection with the divine. Or, indirectly, like through worship, going to church and Sunday school and all that. Whatever way, just a connection with the divine, the inner self. Okay, Libra, person of interest, what would they like to say to them? I'm sorry that I lied to you. I felt trapped with no way out. It was all just too intense. Right. I never meant to reject you. My heart was saying yes, but the fear was just too overwhelming. Well, these two messages are consistent with each other, Libra. So they lied to you in the past. They told you that they couldn't be with you, or they told you that they weren't ready to commit to you. They told you that they didn't love you. Whatever it is they told you, or their behavior told on them, like they just disappeared from your life. That was telling you that if they couldn't tell you what they were thinking and why they just left, then you might have felt rejected, right? And they wanted to be with you, but the fear was just too overwhelming, meaning they were just too committed, or it was just too intense of a love, in the sense that the kind of love you offered them, Libra, you're a balanced person. Kind of love you're offering, it's like unconditional, in the sense that it's not the kind of love that everybody can say, I offer or I receive from my person, or I offer everyone my person, including. It's not something that we can honestly say that, right? And so when they received this kind of unconditional love from you, it was like, what the hell is that? You know, it's like, I don't recognize this kind of love. It's really intense. And they may feel energy, just that unconditional love is just, it's a beautiful energy, but if you're not prepared for it, it can be scary, because it might be it could make a person feel as though they're less than, and that they're expected in some way to receive it and then reciprocate it, and they don't know how, because it's new to them. It's something that they don't understand. You know, when you don't understand something, Libra, it scares the bejeebies out of you. And so you might just turn away from it, or run from it and hide from it, or you try to understand it. In this case, this person has been, really just kind of running away from it, hiding from it. And what it has conveyed to you as a result of that is that they are rejecting you, and that they don't really want to be with you, and that they don't really love you. But I don't think that is the situation, that is their truth, Libra. Check back on Friday, okay? So Scorpio, what do we have for Scorpio? What does their person of interest want to say to them? Here's the first one. Pull it out. We both need some time to work on our issues. I know that we will come back together when we are healed and strong. That's somebody who's wise. That is somebody. There's two. I'm going to and another one. Okay. I'm sorry that I lied to you. I felt trapped with no way out. It was all just too intense. No, I was just talking about that with Libra. So possibly Scorpio, you've got Libra in your chart, or, Libra, you got Scorpio in your chart, because this message is coming back out again. I'm really afraid that you don't love me the way that I love you. Wow. They got some issues, of course. I have loved you since the moment I first saw you. You are so beautiful. You are all I ever wanted. Yep. So we go back to this one. We both need some time to work on our issues. I'm thinking perhaps that they have more issues than you, but it could be a very challenging connection, given how you feel too. Where you're at in your perspective about relationships and how they should function. What was your past relationships like that have left an indelible mark on you, Scorpio? That's something you'd want to consider. Okay, Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius person of interest want to say to them? Anything turn over? I don't think so. I know that we are still connected because I feel it when you are sad, in pain, or angry with me. Please make sure you stay positive so I can be optimistic about our future. They obviously, they sense energy across the miles. They are sensitive to energy fluctuations. Can't you see that I'm just crazy about you? Well, I'm sorry, I'm laughing at that because unless you're physically seeing each other, how do you tell if someone's really crazy about you? Yeah, you can go into your intuition and feel it, but until it finally shows up in physical form, like the AKA the person shows up and shows you how crazy, how on earth are you supposed to understand that? Now, if you are physically seeing each other from time to time, or more often than not, they still, like, even when you're separate, away from them, if you're out visiting or you're at work or just separate, from each other, and you come back together at the end of the day, this would just be saying that they do feel energy. They feel that no matter how far apart the two of you are, they can tell whether you're being happy, feeling happy right then, sad or angry or whatever. They're just asking you to remain as positive as possible because the two of you are in each other's lives after all, if that's what you really want. But otherwise, it's like, okay, how are you going to know that they're crazy about you unless they're there physically showing you? All right, Capricorns, person of interest. Whatever you are hearing or seeing on social media, know that it is all a facade. I'm hiding how unhappy I really am. My shadows are kicking my ass. Oh, this one wants to come out. Let's have a look. Third party. There were other things that got in the way of us being together. Okay, Capricorn. So, their ass is being kicked. Their shadow energy, the shadow side of us, the ego. Their fears are just so much in their face that they're trying to come across as though they're happy. They got the mask on, right? And they're showing the world, including you, probably knowing that you see them on social media. They want you to see that they're happy. That the third party they're with, which of course you would be the third party, whoever they're with, they're trying to let you know that they're happy. They're happy and that they're not thinking about you and stuff like that. But in this message, this is their secret. They're hiding with all of that behind it because they're really unhappy. They really are unhappy not being in your life. And these other things have gotten in the way of the two of you being together. And possibly it could be the other way around where you were like this and they were the third party. Okay? And they're very, very hurt and sad about that. But they want you to know that even though you're with somebody else, they're happy, but they're not. The truth is they're hiding that. But their shadows, like their thoughts about all of this, their anger, their anger, and they're like, blaming you and just being negative and pessimistic about it and being in despair. That's all shadow. That's all fears, and it's kicking their ass. Okay. Well, guys, that's what we got today. Come back on Friday. It's been lovely being here with you today. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.